Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're underway from Kansas City. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing off the play fake here. Pass complete. 2-2 Atwell. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And it brings up an LA first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll run here on 1st down. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
First red zone trip of the game for the Rams. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20. Another carry for him. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Second and 6 coming up here. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Rams kicking team is ready. Then they're going to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. Returns looking good so far. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. His first throw is an interception. And the Rams take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's a give up the middle. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. To the well again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Yeah, 2 things come into play when you get to these goal-to-go situations, Gabe. I always love mixing cadence. I know it can be dangerous because you can give up 5 yards, but also if you're aggressive with it, you can get a free down, but it gets your guys excited to get off the football and get that surge. Well, that group offensively did not get on that one.
They send a receiver in motion right. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Rams get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Cardi with the extra point. And the Rams drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Rams kicking team is ready. Then they're going to send this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Jared Verse on the tackle. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Got him in, it's Njoku. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll go. It's Mahomes. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on fourth.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
Pistol now for Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. Diving. It looks close. They say he caught it.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a gain of 4. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
A first down carry for Pacheco. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. That's 1 quarter down in our Christmas Eve contest. It's a 2-score game early. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Caught for big yards on the right side. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Benjamin St-Juste picks it off. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
They go play action on first. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one does not go far. From the 42. Catch is made down the right sideline. After ripping off a gain of 28.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Play action on first down. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, LA. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one intended for the running back. And now it's second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, He's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Rams get it back after making their third first-half interception. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
To the air, third and long. Ball in left side. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he takes it into the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Rams boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Caught near the goal line. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21. Butker on now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
To go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They put a receiver in motion right. 2nd and 8. He lets one fly deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams boat racing them to the halftime locker room. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Cardi now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams grow their lead yet again. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Allen there to haul it in. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
That for a 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
A 2nd down throw for Mahomes. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to the air, Mahomes. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. They go play action. It's Mahomes. He lets a heater go deep. Middle. Big game downfield. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Off play action. It's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5. To the air, Mahomes. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs chop some of the lead off before the half. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yes, that's just a difference-making receiver, Kate. Yep. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. They go play action here. Throw left side, complete. And he'll head out of bounds at the opponent's 35. They get 35 out of that one. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Pistol now for Mahomes. Finds his target, Allen. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Play action, Mahomes. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those.
He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got 2nd and 15. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Here we go on 4th with Mahomes. Looking right, and he finds him. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And they pick him off again! No one around, he's got space! And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw Mahomes. Catch made by Allen. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. 1st down, ball at the 36. Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes. Allen on the catch. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Working quickly here. Throwing again, Mahomes. On target to Worthy. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs cut into the lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. kicker on now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Simple dive up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Setting up a throw. Short pass brought in. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Running back sent in motion. Complete. It's Atwell. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. It's Rams football, and they don't got to do much. They've already earned a massive lead. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Give now to the running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you They'll recycle it, save it for later, for that next third down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. Has a big hole left. Takes it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams continue piling it on here in the fourth. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
The Rams kicking team is ready. Then they're going to send this one away. Has this at the 6. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. He's on the move. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. So 2nd down coming up.
Yellow. 15.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. It's Mahomes. He has the 1st over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
He throws a bullet deep to the right. This is run down, and at the end he loses the football. It's not free. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You could almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one.
Touchdown, Kansas City! Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Rams make the recovery. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's got this down to the 40. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They've got first down from the 31. Back-to-back carries here. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They've got a man in motion. They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
No gain that time, and now they'll face 3rd and 11.
Where one defender fails, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Working inside the red zone. Rolling left, buying some time. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Rams keep running away with this. Cardi now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams continue piling onto this lead. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pacheco hauls it in. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbles it and drops it. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Play action, Mahomes. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Rams take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup, and it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
On first down, they'll run. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. And Kansas City going to the dime look on third down. We've got 6 DBs out there. Receiver in motion, headed right. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to push forward and get them to the 34. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on fourth down. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road.